This just fell out of the wall. What? Hey guys, it's finally here. This bad boy bazooka is our polyester reinforcement felt. So the idea is to use this reinforcing felt and line the entire gutter and put silicone over it. Hopefully that'll give it the strength it needs to last for years to come. So Monday, we just found out the bottom pan is made out of lead. This is kind of a small backtrack because we had already peeled all of this back and cleaned it up. But here's just a short time lapse of the rest of it getting cleaned up. And we'll be moving on to around the corner. All right, so we've cleaned it up a bit. You can kind of see this is a lead pan. You can actually see the seams right here. Well, this needs to get scraped out, but you can see the seams here. And you can see how they wrapped it up against this edge here. So this entire piece is a lead pan. There's a seam there too, which is actually good news for us because it's actually all one piece. It is a bit flexy, which I'm not a huge fan of, which means there's a void under here. But it does seem like it's in one piece. I mean, this side's pretty solid. This side's pretty solid. Just certain areas here are a bit on the flexy side, which isn't great. Oh, this is a tight fit. I need to go on a diet to be able to do these. So here is our downspout hole. And I guess I need to redo the flashing on the side here too. So I really just want to stop here. Oh, there's a cat down there. Okay, I don't know whose cat that is. And it looks like they just poured some sort of epoxy there. That's what that thing is. Or that leaked out of the top. Actually, that's actually a very interesting, I never noticed that. I don't know where this leaked out of, but it's, oh, that's very crispy. So, I don't even know what that is, but that leaked out. Now that we've finally seen that, oh, you can see some of the roofing material I threw down there. So, I want to cut around to this area to here, and that way when we do the fabric, we can do the fabric all the way around from downspout to downspout, so it's one continuous piece, and then we'll put a patch piece here. I mean, ideally, we can run an entire fabric piece all the way down, which isn't out of the realm of possibility. It's just that on this entire wall, there's only 2 downspouts. So there's one in that corner, and there's one where I'm standing right now. So we need to find the center point there and make that the highest, which it might be already, and then move down here. I would really like to, I don't know if this really matters, I would really like to power wash this, get all the seams out, and then essentially level this a little bit more so it's a smoother transition. But I'm not really quite sure if that's necessary. And also I want a nice clean cut edge on here, so I'm gonna probably chalk line that or mark that and just run a razor blade down and get a nice clean edge there. This, I really prefer not to go this high up because I like a little bit of overlap, but since it's in such bad condition, it's already ripped all the way up to the sill here. So hopefully we can get that clean enough so that the silicone can bond to it nicely. And these are also kind of worrisome areas. I don't know why they didn't extend the sill all the way to the corner here, but I can see water coming down here and then getting into that area. So that's going to be something that we kind of want to pay extra attention to as well. I might run a camera up these bottom downspouts. I'm not really sure what they are or what's in them. So yeah, I think that's our goal for today at least. It's Saturday right now, so I don't know how much of this is going to get done before Monday, but we're going to see. We're gonna do the best that we can. It was raining for 3 days, and now I'm rambling. So, all right, let's get to it. Well, for the most part, that looks pretty cleaned up. I think I'm gonna power wash it a bit, and then I have to cut out this corner all the way to the downspout. And after that, I think I can start cutting the fabric to lay down. I'm still at a loss as if I should level this first. I'm sure a couple of small, weld seams aren't really going to hold that much water. So I don't know if that's like more effort that I need to put in that isn't necessary. I mean, I don't necessarily think we need that silky smooth finish. But I do want to make sure that all of these pieces here are not falling off. I am going to probably do a straight line razor blade cut and bring a torch up here to peel off the rest of this. So at least I have a nice seam line and I have 0 flaking pieces. I need to not forget my trash can I put on that dormer. And the ceiling job actually seems like it held up pretty good. This looks like it's moved and shifted after a bunch of frost cycles, as you see this. So I don't know if I'm strong enough to push this back or how long it's been like this. So I might just seal this up and leave it as is. Because I mean, I see a lot of these are also heaved. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to save all of that. Oh man, I didn't even realize there's cracks in the concrete there too. Well, once this is all sealed up, I think, I'll power wash these and finally fix those if I have to. And then these pieces down here all seem like it's the same thing. It's this built up roof stuff. So I did buy scaffolding the other day. So hopefully that will, I'm gonna have to repair along this outside edge too. So hopefully I'll be able to clean all of that stuff up and maybe recoat this outside too. Not that this actually matters as much, just because this isn't in the building. Like technically we're standing right above the second floor right now. So that's why the water is destroying all the walls. That, I don't know if that drip edge is placed well, but I can see, all the paint flaking. That might just be old age. I'm not really quite sure. But I think that's what I have to do. This thing's got to weigh like 50 pounds. Who would have thought vacuuming asphalt out of your gutter was going to be so heavy? All right, where did I put my other glove? I guess maybe put this up here. I don't know, somewhere. So, all right. this is a lot. We want to do this section now. This curve, which we also want to make sure there's slope all the way out to the downspout here. Ooh. Sure. Right about here. Okay. Yep. Sure. Right about here. Oh yeah, this is really bad. I mean, oh yeah. Let's go ahead and okay. It's just crumbling. Yeah, so we're gonna go here, straight up here. Yeah, so So what I'm going to do is I'm going to torch this corner up just to get this to come off. Okay, this is already crunchy. Don't need that for this. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, heat that up. Heat that up. And it seems like I'm running out of gas. Oh, I should have checked this before I came over. Oh yeah, it's definitely, yep, definitely running out of gas, but you get the idea. You heat it up, and since this is a torch down roof, it was heated originally to get this, oh, please don't burn myself. Okay. Oh yeah. All right, I need a new map can. I need a new map canister. This is out of gas. Okay, that's sad. All right, well, I mean, kind of get the idea of what's going on here. We're just cleaning all of this up. Once again, I don't, oh, that's aluminum. Interesting. What the heck? What is this? Was there a hole here before? Well, there's a hole here now. I don't know about before, but it's definitely a hole here now. So, let's, I guess I need to get more map gas. Oh. Looky what we uncovered here. A surprise. It's a copper repair section. That's kind of poorly nailed in too, but a copper repair section. So there's a leak under here before, and now, well, there's multiple leaks now. So I don't know what this really did, but that's a surprise. I literally can no longer feel my legs, but there's good news. I guess this copper repair piece goes across. It does not seem watertight, which is not great, but the gutter portion, the downspout portion, does seem like it extends into this lead flashing area. So when we do remove all of this and reline it, it should be at the lowest spot. So I don't know if the gutter angles inward. It should angle outward. I need to get a smaller level to do that, but so far that seems okay. The store did run out of map gas, so I have to run somewhere else to get that. And we'll finally be able to remove a lot of this stuff. Honestly, I might replace this copper piece also, just because it's so poorly done. I might try to weld in another piece of, or brazen another piece of lead in here. Because you can still buy lead sheets for flashing. That might be a better solution. So I do think this corner, as you saw below, is leaking pretty bad. So hopefully this will hold up till tomorrow, which is because it's supposed to rain tomorrow at 4 a.m. So I'm just hoping this will be okay. I mean, to be fair, every single piece of material underneath is very, very wet. So I don't think the original, roofing material was actually stopping that much water from actually going in. And since it is a lead pan, in theory, this should be mostly watertight, especially since it's, seamed together here. But once again, we don't know. So I don't want to rush things. Like, I could recoat this immediately, but I don't want to rush it. I want to make sure everything's done correctly. And if that means a slight bit of water infiltration, because I have to redo the walls anyways, I think I'm willing to live with that. As long as there's no freeze frost cycles, that's what really kills things. But since it's June, yeah, it's mid-June. Since it's mid-June, I don't think we're gonna be experiencing any of that, so this should be fine. Just by how wet it is under here, you can kind of tell what a terrible job this membrane did of keeping the water out. Look how wet it is under there. So I mean, it has been raining for a few days, but I mean, everything else, you know, obviously has dried up, but it's kept in all this moisture. So, and this this is a really poorly installed membrane too. So you can see right there, full focus, that was well installed. Like, someone actually put the torch down, both the substrate and, you know, the material got heated to the correct temperature, so it bonded pretty well. Like, that's very difficult for me to get off. So I actually need to get a torch to get that off. But all of this other stuff, like this, mostly everything, literally just peeled off. I mean, some of it a little bit more difficult than others, but still pretty easily peeled off. So, I mean, obviously it's going to be difficult to do this in, you know, one piece. So it's going to have to be done in sections. And I kind of have to give, you know, attention to right here, because they did put the membrane in there, but I need to rip the membrane out from in there to see how low that is. Because if this is still lower than here, that's going to pose a problem to us. So we want this to slope into here. So yeah, that's probably what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to cut this out, but first things first, I'm going to take a break and get another torch, more map gas, because to get the rest of this stuff off, to get cleared off, we're going to need some gas. If only this window would open. Someone has painted this thing solidly shut. So there's definitely no way of opening this, and I don't want to break it. Here's me trying to open that window from the outside and immediately failing and giving up. My legs are so sore, and I'm pretty sure this camera makes my head look fat. But we're going to try to get this thing out the window again and vacuum that stuff up. This membrane is so bad that I just went to go shop vac it, and it completely peeled up. Look at that. There's that piece that fell off. So I'm pretty confident this membrane's doing nothing for this gutter. And that's all the time we have for this week. Next week we should be tearing out more of the membrane and hopefully finally recoating that gutter system. But hope you guys have a good rest of the week. I will see you Friday.